Just picked out a camping spot. This looks as good as any. Copper, get away from the road. Copper, no, get over here. Set the tent up here. It's not totally flat, but it's not. Go right here. Got a picnic table. Got a barbecue, fire pit with some wood already in there. Although they say you can't collect firewood. So, yeah, not that big of a deal. Copper? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure where he went. Look at this view. Huh? It is warm. I'm out here in a t-shirt. Got a little bit of a breeze. You know what? I think that this is going to turn out to be, I guess time will tell, but first impression, this will turn out to be a blessing. Because they have to drive back to them, but to do number two. But there's enough privacy here. I can pee to my heart's content and nobody can see me unless somebody comes down the road. Get on down, get on down the road. Some of you older folks remember that one. Get on down the road. Yeah. This is a wildlife refuge. It's the Paranaguat or whatever, however you pronounce it. Wildlife. So we could see some ducks. Them are ducks. Them are not ducks. Yeah. This is cool. Yeah. Finally found most of the camping spots are 2 cars or RVs or whatever. So I guess somebody else could come in here, but by the time I put my tent up, I don't think they're going to want to. But it actually says 1 RV or 2 cars, so I would say a big freaking tent. Yeah, look at all that stuff you get to smell, dude. Huh? He's like, I don't think I've ever tried lake water, but he seems to like it. So, yeah. You like that water, Copper? I wouldn't drink it. But head over this way. It was a long way back here, but we're actually not far off the highway. That's Highway 93 right there. But found a a nice deli there in Alamo. It's just a little dinky little place. It's got like one service station. It's like a combination, but it's like one of those great big truck stop stores. They've got everything in there. It's actually pretty darn big. I was surprised. And they've got deli. They got a great big fountain drink thing. We got all kinds of stuff. So, I've got food, but I did stop there and I got like a little a thing of ribs for $3.99. Man, I tell you what, that filled me up. And I also got some chicken legs. So I got 2 gallons of water, 3 chicken legs, and a little rack of ribs for $13. So, yeah, you like all that stuff? Man, it is freaking hot out here. When that breeze picks up, it can be a little cool, but right now, I'm going to sit down at the picnic table. Copper, you stay close. Oh. Yeah, like I say, I got this thing tilted back as far as it'll go, so hopefully, Copper, you stay close. You can't be wandering out there because people are not speeding. They're going speed limit's 10 miles an hour to keep from stirring up dust. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this. I really like this. So we may actually stay here for a couple of weeks. It just depends on how well I like it, but it's supposed to be fairly warm. So, you know, I do have a couple of things of the bottled propane left. Would need to like turn the heater on a little bit during the night, but I think tonight may be the only night that I need it because it's supposed to be like 28, but then after that it's supposed to be like around, you know, between 35 to 40 at night, which 40 degrees, those are highs up in Huntington. So I really like this area. I really do. Really like this area. It's so cool. You know, this actually, be honest with you, is better than any place I would be camping down at Lake Havasu because all of those places are wild dispersed camping, which is fine. That's why I got a porta potty. But here I don't have to use the porta potty. It's got bathrooms. Now it doesn't have running water, but I filled up. I got those collapsible water jugs. I filled those up at the motel. So that's 5 gallons of water right there. Oh, excuse me. And then I bought 2 gallons of Rocky Mountain drinking water at the store. And yeah, this is gonna be a, you know, I'll have to say, you know, I had my apprehensions, but I really think this will be cool. This will be really nice. You know. Oh, and I found a storage unit that would be the perfect size, although I'm not going to be able to do anything about it until after payday. But I'm not going to be at Lake Havasu to put anything in it anyway. So once I go down there, then I'll get a hold of them and get it set up. But I actually found one. It's like, man, the cheapest one I could find was like $72 a month. Then I found one that was north of town, which is perfect because from where we'll be camping once we get down to Lake Havasu, it's 14 minutes to the storage unit from where we'll be camping. What? Well, come here. What are you whining about? Huh? What are you whining about, dude? Yeah, what are you whining about? All this area you've got to explore. You know, not as much as up at the other campground, but that's all right. There's enough. So I haven't seen any wildlife yet. There's supposed to be all kinds of wildlife around here, mostly waterfowl and other kinds of birds, because it is basically a wildlife wildlife, what you call it, refuge. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get the tent set up. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I got tired of pounding those stakes in the ground. So when I went and picked up stuff at Walmart, I got for $10. I got a sledgehammer. That little rubber mallet works fine, but in this kind of stuff, it works fine in grass, but I found out really the hard way there because it was a lot of rock underneath the grass there at Huntington. Man, it took forever to pound those things in the ground. So I ain't messing around with them this time. I got the sledgehammer. Oh, Copper's trying to find some shade. He's, he's sitting in the shade of the Explorer. There's some tree shade too. But yeah, I have the feeling this would be pretty hot in the summer. But of course, if it was in the summer, I'd create some kind of canopy with the tarp and do that, make some shade. But oh man, this is so comfortable. I'm about ready to go to sleep, especially after just eating lunch. Ready for an after lunch nap. Anyway, yeah, I'll take some more video after I get set up. We're probably not going to leave from here today. Once I get everything set up, I'm going to be tired. But that was like a little cool little place. And the thing is, if I want to have to go get some more water, or if I feel like getting something else from the store there, it's only 10 minutes from here. Maybe a little bit more than 10, maybe 12. But we're talking. This is 3.5 miles from the motel we just stayed at. So, since I wasn't able to drive to Lake Havasu today, to me, I just consider it a blessing that this was so close. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll go. Oh, there's down at the day use area. They've got a. You see a picture of it in the last video I did. There's one of the pictures that shows the big canopy with the picnic tables. They're picnic tables just like these, just different color. But that's where we stopped at the day use area, and there's a little walkway that goes out, a little jetty type of thing, I guess. There's a picture of that in there too, where you can walk out, going across the lake like that, which I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know that we'll do that today. I don't know that my knees will tolerate it after I set up the tent, but tomorrow I definitely want to go back over there and check it out. Because this just seems really, really cool. I like even though the highway's right there and you can hear the traffic and stuff, it's still really, really cool. We could have found a place more remote, but I wanted to find a place that we could have all to ourselves. And all the ones that we had seen coming up here to this point were all, each had separate, two separate picnic tables and areas like that. And I just as soon camp by myself, because that way I don't have to hang on to Copper all the time. Keep an eye on him. I keep the leash on him in case I have to grab it, but because he doesn't have as much area to wander around here as he did up at Huntington, but that's all right. We're cool. Oh, Copper, what do you think, dude? You want to set up, huh? Hey, you want to set up the tent? Huh? You want to set up your tent, dude? Huh? Set up the tent? Yeah. Be happy. Yeah, like I say, I really think this is going to turn out to be a blessing in disguise because I really like the scenery here. I think it's so cool looking. Water, and that'll save on some water too. Copper can drink from the lake all he wants. That'll save on some water. I assume it's healthy. I'm not going to be able to keep him from doing it because he'll do it, regardless. When I'm not watching him. So, but yeah, this is really cool. It's really neat. Yeah. And oh, another thing too. I knew there was something else I was going to mention. Another thing too is like here you got so much sunshine. You know, I can keep the solar generators charged up because it's supposed to be sunny all week long. And of course, I doubt that this area gets a whole lot of rain, being it's desert. So, you know, and that was the thing I was looking forward to at Lake Havasu too. I knew that I'd be able to, you know, get the solar panels out and keep my batteries charged up. So, anyway, need to get the tent set up. It is, well, it's actually only 11 o'clock here, but I'm still going by mountain time. And mountain time, it is 12:04, which means it's time for Ding Ding here to have a biscuit. So, all right. I hope I'm in the picture here. This little GoPro thing, it doesn't have any way I can't see what's in, you know, it doesn't have like a selfie thing like a phone. So, I'm hoping I'm in the picture. All right. I will talk to you later, people. Oh, excuse me. Burping up ribs. Ribs and chicken. I only ate one piece of chicken. I got 3 of them, but I was stuffed. By the time I ate the ribs, I probably shouldn't even have eaten that one thing of chicken because I was full after I got and I was pulling the fat off of it and giving Copper that, so he got a little bit of a treat, didn't you? Hey, your biscuit? Is it biscuit time? Hey, is it biscuit time, dude? Hey, we're biscuits. Where's the biscuit at, dude? Yeah, it's warm out here, huh? We'll get the tent set up. You can go in there and lay down and in the shade. What do you think? Huh? Yeah. All right, people. We'll talk to you later. All right, this is all the stuff that I had to take out just to get the tent out. Oh, the table that goes in the tent. I still haven't gotten the table that goes outside. That's the legs. I still need to get the aluminum part that snaps in. Yeah. Copper is much more attuned to being outdoors than he is in a motel. He's happy, aren't you? He was over there laying in the shade, and that's my cot right there. I had to get that out of there. Yeah. I still got to find the pad. I hope I didn't put it up above, because I ended up having to leave my step ladder there at the campground because I just couldn't fit anything else in here once I got the tent in here. Anyway, got the tent spread out here, getting ready to stake it down. Oh yeah, I was going to show you. Sound like crows. So I got stuff just stuffed in here. I don't even know if there's my lunch that fell off. My pop, which I think I'm gonna, that bowl, I'm just gonna leave it out because it just wants to fall out every time I open the door. So it's like, okay, fine. Man, there's the dog dish. I need that, or his water dish. If I even get to it. I can't find my bags now. I don't know if I left them at the campground. I sure hope not, because I don't want to have to buy another roll of bags. Oops. Well, I can't even get to it. I'm going to have to move some other stuff just to get the sledgehammer out now. I've just got stuff stuffed in here everywhere. And I don't see the roll that goes on the cot. So I think I might have stuck it up above, which is going to suck. Because there's my... See, this is why I've got to get a storage. Yeah, I must have stuffed it up above because I don't see it anywhere in here. Oh, there's the table. Oh, there we go. Every time I pull something out, everything else wants to come out at the same time that I don't want out here. All right, so put this over here with this because it goes together. And I must, to put the roll, I'm going to have to see if I can find a stump or something that I can stand on. I guess I could back, no, that's too much trouble. Try to back it up to the picnic table. Copper finding shade anywhere he can, aren't you? Huh? Alrighty, I'm gonna climb up there and get, well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna get the tent set up before I do anything else. So I'm gonna do that. What are you whining about? You like being outside. What are you whining about? Huh? What are you whining about? Huh? What you whining about? This is nice here, Copper. See, you got shade. You got shade over there. He was over there laying in the water a little bit ago. Or not in the water, but by the water. What? Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. I said the B word. And then I haven't given it to him yet. That's probably what he's whining about. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to have to figure out some way to get that down. I don't know if I can crawl on the back of this. I'll figure out something. Growing up. See, this is why we need a storage unit, huh, Copper? All right. Well, after all this digging, I found out that my roll was here under this pile of crap. And the wind has just torn the crap out of this. There's a big hole in it. I'm surprised that stuff didn't fly out of it. So now I'm going to have to figure out how to fit everything in here. Oh, I give up. But at least I was able to get up there and get it open. You know, sometimes the answer is sitting right under your nose. My cooler. That thing is actually higher than where I can get up further than the step ladders. So you can see, like, proof positive, I've got my footprints on there. Oh, one of the water bags was leaking. I didn't pee there. Not that I wouldn't, it's just that I didn't. Oh, crap. Been having to get into Explorer to send texts because it's too bright out here. I can't see my screen. Yeah. All right, I'm going to start staking down the tent. I was trying to get as much stuff in order. Got my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad, this sleeping pad, which actually came with the cot, but I gave to Copper because there was no way that I was going to be able to. Oh, my knees are already killing me. Oh, I'm serious though. I'm not going to make it to Lake Havasu to pick my mail up in time anyway. So I might as well just stay here for, unless the weather turns really, really cold. I don't see any reason not to, because I like this. I like that we were able to find somewhat private, because it's so far to the next. Copper, stay back here. Don't go near the road. Stay back here. Come here. Come on. Yeah, that's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah, stay here. You can go near the water and get a drink, but I don't want you out by the road. Not that people are flying down it, but everybody's been pretty respectful. There's not all that super many people here. I've seen probably 4 or 5 other vehicles. And, but yeah, I think tomorrow I'm definitely going to, oh, you ding ding. I think tomorrow, you know, I bet that water's cold as crap. Otherwise, I would be tempted to go out there in the shallow part for a dip. If it was summer, I probably would. Either that or go out there and sit on that log out there. Dip my feet in the water. I may do that anyway. Nah, I know my luck. I'd fall off of it and fall in the water and freeze my butt off. Alright, I gotta start staking down the tent. I keep putting it off. Well, actually, though, I've had to get so much other stuff out of there that I need. And what did I do with my pop? I got my pop out of there. What did I do with it? I need a drink. Where did I put it? Oh. No, I got it out of there. Oh, there it is. One thing about it, with it being warmer here, there's a lot more bugs. It hasn't been bad, but I don't think, I saw a couple flies on that one warm day when I was out there trying to start a fire at the other campground. Ah. That's the pop that I bought at Jackpot yesterday. Drank a little of it, and it had been sitting in the sun all day, so they had a refrigerator at the motel had a freezer part, so I stuck it in there. It didn't come close to freezing, but it was nice and cold when I got it out of there before we left. I almost forgot it. I'm glad I didn't. This thing cost $3. Those places like that gouge you. That's the thing. This place up here, you know, I get the drinking water at Walmart for like it's $1.37 or something like that. And here it was $2.49. But I would have bought a bunch of gallons at Walmart before I left, but I had nowhere to put them. You know, so now it's starting to cloud up a little bit. Well, it didn't cloud up too much because I'd like to at least get the. It's only 1 o'clock. Actually, it's noon here. So, still amazes me that this is Pacific time, as far inland as it is. But I don't know if you can hear the crows in the background, but those things are beggars. Anytime you got a campground, you're going to have crows because they're like scavengers. Crows, and a lot of times in Oregon, you had blue jays. And then blue jays would come down and steal the dog food out of the pan. They're just every bit as much a scavenger as the crows are. Prettier, but here's one thing that you did not hear me say when I was at the other campground. I had to sit down and rest a minute because I was getting too hot. Ooh, now that breeze actually feels good now after getting up and doing stuff. Alrighty, I got to get this tent up. Skeeters. Alright, I have bug spray, and I may end up putting it on. That one paid dearly for trying to suck my blood. Oh, breeze feels good. At the other campground, the breeze never felt good. It's cold. It's sure nice to be in a warmer climate. That now that campground up there was pretty, but this has its own beauty too. I love like the marshes here and stuff. It's just I like the scenery. Alrighty, we'll talk to you later. Oh. Like I said, I ain't messing around. Get it started with this. I don't want to smash my hand with a sledgehammer. It's a long friggin' way to the nearest hospital. One down, 15 to go. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I laid it over here. I'm not going to be able to get it all the way down. Copper, stop whining. You're not the one having to do this. I'm doing all the work while you're laying in the shade. Good thing it's early. Oh. This is going to be a lot flatter, though, I think, than where we were before. Probably could have moved it up a little bit, but I ain't going to do this. Pretty good now. I like to get it all the way to the ground, but I don't think I'd ever get them out if I did. So it would hold better if I was able to, but as long as I get it stretched out and oh, my poor knee. As long as I get it stretched out to where it's not bunched up. See, that was the problem, excuse me, last time, was that I had it set out like this, and I had a ground sheet under it, which I'm not putting under it this time because that was more trouble than it was worth. That's what got bunched up under there. Because they sent me a ground sheet that was too long for the tent. It's supposed to have been a 10 by 10, and they sent me a 10 by 14, which I didn't realize until I actually spread it out and then tried to put the tent on it. Thank you, Teton. Well, actually, it was Amazon. It was the Teton Sports. So I'm not using it this time. Probably should use a ground sheet, but I'm not messing with it. Because this has got a good enough floor on it that you really don't, it's a very, I don't know what you call the material. It's not plastic. Maybe a pliable plastic, I'm not sure. But it's a really thick, waterproof, really pretty thick. And I'm not, it really, the rocks there's not like a bunch of rocks and stuff that you're laying on. And I'll be on my cot anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. But, so that's what happened last time. So it was all bunched up on one side, and it was bunched up on the other side, and had water in it that I had to bail out. And so it's like if I could have got it set up the first day and known what I knew about, because that ground sheet was too long, so I had to kind of like push it under, and that bunched it all up. It was a mess. So this will be considerably nicer setup than we had up there, and it's fairly level. It slopes just a tiny bit, but I don't think it's enough. It's not going to slope like it was, because I mean, I slid off the cot several times because that sleeping bag is so slick. I'd sat on it and I hit the ground like twice. And because it was on such a slope, I just slid right off of it with that. When I sat on the actual sleeping pad, I was fine. But when the sleeping bag, I'll get it right eventually. When the sleeping bag was on it, I just slid right off of it. So I don't think I'm going to have that problem. I don't know. Maybe I should have put it more forward, but nah, I'm not going to. I've already got 2 in, 14 to go. There's 4 on this side, 4 on the, well, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So actually 12, I guess, because there's 4 corner ones. So yeah, the video said 16 stakes, but I don't know, because there's only 4 on each side. And like I say, 4 of the corner ones, so there's actually only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I'll finish counting when I get done putting it up. You're like 39 down, 42 to go. All right, we'll talk to you later, people. All right, it is about 2:45 Mountain Time. So it's taking me a while. Ended up having to tie copper up. Had the camp host stop by who came by and said, "We take our wildlife seriously." you got to have him tied up. Do you have a long leash? I said, no, I've got, whatever this one is. She goes, you can't stay here then. I said, after I've done all this, I said, there ain't no way in hell I'm leaving. I'm like, that's bullshit. And so I said, what if I make a long leash? I said, I had one at home, but that was like 30 foot, which is too long for their standards. But I went off and one of the other things I forgot. So I said, well, I'll make a long leash. So what I did was I took some paracord, made a slip knot onto that little metal thing holder there, and then a slip knot under the stake that Copper's almost laying on. And I made a long leash. Because she said in the evening, apparently here, that you got all kinds of waterfowl that come here in the evening. Quail, and I don't remember what all she said. Ducks, I guess. I don't know. Geese. Elephants. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. So she goes, they come in at sunset. They come right up in here into the marshes. It's like, cool. Well, you can't explain to her, of course, that Copper doesn't chase anything. He doesn't chase cats. He just looks at them. But he's never chased one. They run from him, but he just sits there looking at them. He's just not the kind of dog that chases stuff. You know, the only thing that he reacts to is if it's another big dog. If it's another small dog, he'll just kind of look at it. Dog will come up and sniff him, and he'll be like, he doesn't even sniff the dog back. He's like, you're too little to even mess with. Who are you looking at, punk? So anyway, of course you can't. Well, he need to be tied up. So she goes, well, there's BLM land on the other side over there that you can camp. And, well, why in the hell don't you have it on the map then? Because I didn't see any camping over there. Crap, I don't know. But I made a really long leash so he can basically roam all over the campground, but it's short enough. I had the stake down there and I moved it up here so he could, hope this isn't in the way, here so he could basically roam. He has it's a pretty long leash. I don't know how long it is, but it's pretty long, huh, Copper? It is, huh? It's pretty long, huh? So, yeah, like I told her, I said once I get the tent up, he likes laying in there in the shade in the tent. He'll go right in there and lay in the shade, and I'll open up the windows so we just got the mesh going, which I haven't had the chance to do that yet. It hasn't been warm enough. So, this is a nice enough spot. I guess that's, we can comply with that. Because he doesn't need to have free reign anyway. Because if I'm doing stuff, cooking and stuff like that, I don't want to be worried that he's wandering toward the road and all that. So I guess it's just as well. We got this nice camp spot all to ourselves. And, I used to tie him up, but he had a 30-foot leash out there. When I first got him, I wanted to test how he would do when I first got him, so I would go out there and I would tie him to that. And, of course, he could wander pretty much the whole yard with a 30-foot leash. And so, once I saw that, once he knew the boundaries, then I could let him outside, and he got away a couple of times. I went around, was at the neighbors, and I had to go out there and chew his butt. But anyway, You know, so she came. I didn't know I was supposed to check in with the camp host. I saw a thing parked up there, but I didn't see any. They need to have a damn sign out by the road that says camp host. If they'd had a sign out there that I could see, then I would have stopped in there and checked in. But it was under one of those awning things, and so as far as I knew, it was just somebody parking their RV there. Oh. I looked for a camp host sign, didn't see any. So it's like, you know, if you're going to have a camp host, you know, make a sign that's visible. Oh, man. So anyway, I got the stakes in. Now I need to get the jack out and get the thing up. Get that up. Get the awning staked down. And then we'll be good to go. And get my cot in there. Sleeping roll. Or sleeping pad, whatever. I'm tired. I'm glad we don't have any schedule tomorrow. That I can, you know, if I want to sleep until 7 or 8, get up and just screw off. Get up, you know, make my coffee, feed him, you know, and if I want to just lay in bed all day, I wouldn't be able to do that, though. I got too many other things I want to see around here. There's a lot to see around here, it really is. So I may stay here until Friday, because there's no freaking way after doing all this work that I'm going to move this in just a couple of days. I'm realizing now I probably should have bought one of those 6-person or 8-person Coleman pop-up tents. But this is, you know, when I bought this tent, I was looking at long-term, you know, something that would last me, and, you know, taking advice of some other people on YouTube who have been doing this for like 20 years. And that's one of the things that they suggested, is get you something that's good quality, that will last, you know. And I can tell that it's going to be windy, but boy, I tell you what, that sun coming down right now, holy moly! I'm not gonna complain, though. No, not gonna complain. I got, you know, as hot as it's gonna get, that breeze, and I have the feeling, you know, that's gonna be cool though at night. Is the breeze through the rushes there, and I don't know if you call them bulrushes or what you call them, the grasses. It kind of reminds me of one of my intros where they took a shot, kind of like this, you know. So I don't know. You know, even though Copper will be okay, he's got plenty of area to wander around. I mean, because this sucker's long. I made it long. I made it just, like I say, just short enough where he can't make it quite down to the water. So, anyway, I'm probably out of the camera lens. I am beat. I'll be glad when once I get this up, which shouldn't be all that tough, you know, using the jack. Famous last words. But get the awning staked in, and yeah, we'll be ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Probably have to pay royalties for that, since that guy's such a dink. Can't remember the guy's name, but the guy that coined it, you know, he patented it, I guess. You know, like nobody's ever said it before. It's just like, was it Pat Riley coined the phrase three-peat, or patented it. So anybody that has like three-peat on a shirt. So that's what they were talking about. If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl again next year, do a three-peat, if they do three-peat t-shirts, they've got to pay him a percentage. Jeez. You know, I'd say screw it and put hat trick on it. Same thing. 3 in a row, hat trick. Put on their hat trick, three-peat can kiss my butt. That'd be a good t-shirt right there. Oh. I just was resting a little bit, getting ready to. It's like, I just want to get this done. Because once I get it up, then it's cake from there. You know, it's the rest of it, just putting stuff in there. That's not a big deal. And staking I got plenty of room to stake the awning down for once. So I may have to move some stuff out of the way, but I got to put it back in there anyway. I was just moving it out here on the ground because everything wanted to fall out. So I'm just like, fine, everything, you're going to hit the ground anyway, just get out. So, let me move this over because I keep wanting to lean this way because I'm tired. This is beautiful though. This is just absolutely gorgeous. Isn't it, Copper? You're nice, huh? Yeah. Copper likes being outside, don't you? You don't like motels at all. You can tell his tail's been going, being out like this. And honestly, I'm, other than the few conveniences, that you have at a motel, which, I appreciated being able to sleep in a motel for 4 nights in a row. Just simply because, my body needed it. There's some people, and those of you who are criticizing that, go eat shit. Seriously. You have no idea the physical toll that this stuff takes on me. You have no idea. You just want to criticize, go to somebody else's channel. Screw off. I don't need you on my channel. This is for the enjoyment of people who want to enjoy my videos, not who want to just come on here and be assholes, dickheads. And lately, that's been a lot of the comments. So you all can go piss off. I don't care. Block all your asses, and you won't be able to make any more comments anyway. So, yeah, I know people say, don't pay attention to them. No, it just pisses me off. It's like these stupid asses. And they are. They're idiots. They're stupid. Like I said before, anybody that makes comments like that is greatly devoid of intelligence. And definitely devoid of any compassion or empathy. People think that I'm trying to scam people and shit like that. It's like, no, you see what I'm doing, right? This is not some damn survival reality show. All right, this is reality. This is my reality. This is my life. It is a matter of survival. And if I was 26 instead of 66, it might be a different deal. But at 66, trying to live this life with all the physical ailments that I have, to be honest with you, I'm awfully proud of myself. What I've been able to do so far. And now from here on out, we're going to be camping. And I don't know if I said this prior. I don't remember if I said it or not. I'm so tired I can't think. But I did find a storage unit in Lake Havasu City for $40 a month, which is the same size of the one that I rented in Payette for $35. So I think I might have already mentioned it. So I apologize. At this point, I don't know what I said and what I haven't, honestly. I think I better check while I'm thinking of it. This shirt was clean when I put it on this morning. But who expects to stay clean out camping, right? Holy crap. I've got 4 bars. I just now thought to check that. I only had 2 at the motel. In that area there, I had 2 bars. Here I've got 4. So, shoot. Yeah, so I'll be able to upload videos from here and all that good stuff. So, shoot, I'm going to stay here. I don't know how long I'm going to stay here. But the gal asked me, she goes, how long are you going to be here? And I said, I don't know. I said, I know I'll be here at least till Friday. But, I don't know, this is an awfully nice area. I mean, with the lake and everything, it just, I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. The mountains in the background back there. Pretty. Very, very beautiful. So is the scenery. All right, I need to get this set up because I kind of want to go set my cot up and go lay on it for a little bit before we fix dinner. Yeah. Oh, it's blowing pretty good, and it feels good. Let me tell you. It does feel good. Thing is, when we're in here tonight, we'll be able to tell that the wind's blowing, but that's about it. It won't affect it other than that. Haven't been able to put my solar panels out. It's getting shady, too shady. But I've got both of them fully charged, so I'll still be able to use my computer tonight and all that good stuff, so make a video. And then I can put the solar panels out in the morning when the sun's coming in. Plenty of time to get them charged and keep them charged. That's the nice thing about here as compared to up at Huntington. There, it's like I just didn't have a whole lot of sun. I had basically one day when it wasn't raining or snowing, overcast, to where I couldn't charge them. God, this is nice. This is really nice. Really nice. All right, we'll talk to you later, people. Yeah. Finally got it up about 4. And, oh, man. So, still got all this stuff to put away. Oh. Needless to say, Copper's in there whining. He hears me talking to the camera. Oh, this has got a slot to put an umbrella in. That's cool. Wonder if they do that during the summers. See, it's got the umbrella slot there. So I'm waiting for sunset. Since it does slope this way a little bit, I've got my bed like that, although it doesn't feel sloped like it did in the other tent, or in the other campsite. So, I'm facing this way, got the window open, with just the mesh. So, I'm hoping that I'll be able to see some wildlife about sunset. They say that every night here that there's always, especially this area right here, because it's marshy. I think we picked a really good site for some wildlife watching. If I see anything, I'll take some footage, but right now it's 4:30 Mountain Time. It's 3:30 here. But I'm just going to keep going by my mountain time because it's like that way I don't get, even though my phone's always an hour behind because it says Alamo. Yeah, there's going to be traffic at night, but actually I don't mind that. I don't mind the sound of civilization. It makes me not feel like I'm so remote, even though I'm fairly remote. All I can say is I'm glad I had that jack, because I got this side up fine, but then when it came to putting that other side up, ain't no way I could have done that one-handed. I don't know how I did it the first time in the backyard. I did, but I don't know how. Yeah, well, I think a lot of it is that I need to really start working out again. So I'm going to get my weights out of the back, because I didn't use them while we were in Huntington. Well, because it was like raining all the time, snowing. Or rain and snow mix. Is mostly rain. It's just that the weather was so crappy that it's like I didn't really feel like taking them out, because I know they just get rained on, rusted out. So it's like here, it's not supposed to rain all week. It's supposed to be sunny and nice. So I figured, why not camp here? I mean, eventually I'm going to get down to Lake Havasu, but that was just a target area because it was warm. But I'm on no schedule right now. I'm not on any schedule. So, you got these people making comments, you're procrastinating. No, I'm not, you dipshit. I'm out here camping. Some people are idiots. Stevie. Yeah, there's others too, but that was the one that was the dumbest. The fact I'm already on the road and he says I'm procrastinating, that's just idiocy. That just shows that boy was dropped on his head more than once as a child. First time was an accident. After that, can't be too sure. Anyway, oh yeah, as soon as I got the tent set up, trying to get the thing, because I couldn't get the awning out. I need to find the bigger tent stakes. They're in one of these bags somewhere. I'll look for them tomorrow. So I couldn't get the awning because it's just rock hard. It's just, couldn't do it. I need bigger, thicker stakes that I can just pound in the ground. So do that tomorrow. I'm not messing with it tonight. I am beat. I think what I'm going to do, I've got my 2 other pieces of chicken that I need to eat, and I'm having withdrawals bad for my shin ramen. I got some of that the other day when I went to Walmart and picked this stuff up, and more people showing up. I'm glad I grabbed this one. And I sent the tent up over there on purpose. Well, I couldn't really set it up here by the table. But I set this up so, it said 1 RV or 2 cars. But with a big tent like this, this is just an area for 1. So I'm going to make me some shin ramen, eat my chicken. Shin ramen, not robin. That was another one they had in Twin Falls I wouldn't have minded going to, Red Robin. I think they've got one in Lake Havasu City, I'm not sure. But there's other places I want to try there. There, and there's some in Bullhead City. I'm going to go up there and camp too. There's some decent restaurants up there, reasonable. I'm not going to splurge a whole lot. Maybe once in a great while. But I don't see paying $30 or $40 for a steak when I can cook one out here in the camp. It's just as good or better. So. Oh man, my neck hurts something fierce. Oh, I can tell I'm going to have to use my thing on my shoulders tonight. It's that thing that's shaped like a hook, that yellow thing shaped like a hook. I can take and dig into it and loosen those muscles because I'm hurting for certain. It's a good thing about that sledgehammer. I would have never gotten this tent up here, never, because it's just all gravel and rock. But I need to pound the stakes in there a little better, but I'm not going to mess with that until tomorrow, or maybe even the next day. Because I am in pain right now. But I'm just glad I had it. Like I say, otherwise I wouldn't have got stakes in the ground. Just like I'm glad I had that jack, or I would have never got the tent up. So anyway, I'm gonna fix dinner. Copper's in there eating right now. Yeah, he's happy to be home. He wanted to go in there figure something. I had to get him out of there because I wasn't finished setting it up. I'm like, get out of there. He didn't want to come out. So I got him out of there, put his bed in there. As soon as I put his bed in there, I said, okay, you can get in, boy. Boom, right on the bed. He is like the Rain Man. Here's the funny thing, too. It's like I haven't been able to get him to eat because I couldn't, his dish, like an idiot, I buried his dish in there, couldn't find it. Didn't want to unload the whole thing. Well, I found his dish. Well, when I went to feed him just now, I fed him in his normal blue dish, the slow feeder dish that he eats out of. And I put that in there, boom, no problem. So he seriously is like the Rain Man. That's why his tent is home to him now. As soon as I put that up, he wanted to go right in. He wanted to go right in it and lay down. Especially when I put his bed in there, then he was like, boom. I lay down on my cot for probably about 10-15 minutes, just about fell asleep. It was like, oh, that cot with that sleeping bag is extremely comfortable. It's, a lot more comfortable than the floor. Yeah. And I think that I almost left the cot home because I didn't think I'd have room for it. No, I'm glad I brought it, otherwise I'd be in deep trouble. And, I wanted to show you my, I gotta set my table up. Probably not gonna do that until tomorrow. I've got the table set up in there. But, oh, yeah, my knees are hurting for certain. What? Oh. Okay. Got it set up a little bit differently than we did. Because it's still got this bunching up over here. I don't know why. And I stretched it out as far as I could possibly get it. But for some reason, well, I thought you were eating your food. Well, he was eating it until I went out there. Then he started, you better get that. Kitty gonna get it, dude. Oh, Kitty gonna get your gravy train. Yeah, Kitty gonna get it. And the thing is, I can cook in here if I open these windows, because I've put the CO2 detector, which I still need to find. I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere. But Oh, hang on. Let me get set down on my knees. Oh, oh. That's gonna sound cool tonight with the wind. If the wind. But I was gonna show you. You know, I was always couldn't see in here. Once it gets dark, it was like no matter what light I got, it's just I don't know. I couldn't see, and it was so frustrating. And so I got this lantern, which was stupid. Paid $42 for it, and then come to find out you can't use it in the tent because carbon monoxide. It's like, well, crap, I don't need a lantern outside, you know. Well, I guess if I was... But, so anyway, it's like, I have got to get something that I can use in the tent. Alright, and so I was looking. I knew I had to get something through Walmart because I couldn't order from Amazon. Let's see. Well, thank you. I was just looking here. Okay. Nancy's hoping that I'll be warm tonight. Me too. I do have some propane left. And like I say, tonight might be the only night that's cold. But I tell you right now, you see, how many times did you see me just in the t-shirt when I was up at the other campground? You know, I don't even remember if I ever was. I was in a hoodie, you know, but this is just a t-shirt and I'm perfectly warm. Anyway, what I was going to show you. So I was looking and I found this. This is so cool. This sucker, 2,000 lumens. And that's all I cared about. You know, and then it does this for whatever reason. I don't know. I guess if you want to dance to strobe music. Or I don't know. Maybe it's for some signal or some SOS. Ow. But then I find out, I didn't even know this until I got it. I'm like, what are these buttons for? So I pushed it. And I had no idea. So you push, actually, let me hang on a second. Okay, Bluetooth on. I've already got it paired. It's got a speaker. Alright, so it's connected. And this is trying to find. Actually, let me find one of my songs so I don't get copyright. Oh, hang on, bear with me. Holy crap. Oh, okay. This is my song. How these years have passed, I've been on my own, got my boots on nest, I trudge on through through the snow, realizing that I'm walking all alone. Distant memories. Anyway, turn that off for now. I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea that it had a speaker. It actually sounds pretty nice. It sounds a lot better than the phone, I'll tell you that. So like last night, I like to, when I was home, I would always have, like, you know, on YouTube, I've got some videos downloaded that like rain sounds and stuff like that, and it always sounded better. I brought my sound bar that I can actually, oh man, I gotta see if I have some naproxen or something, because my knees are just, they're aching so bad. Oh man. So anyway, what I'm going to do is eat, and then I'm going to, another thing too I was going to show you in this. It's pretty cool. Alright, this front one here, it's held on by a magnet. You can do the same thing, so you got the light to walk around with. And there's a lanyard that you can put through this hole, but I don't understand how it goes through, because it's a full circle, and it's hard to explain, but these magnets are like freaking. Sounds like somebody else has got a dog. But unlike copper, it's a barker. Yeah, you're not a barker, are you, dude? You're not a barker. You're not a pain in the butt. So, yeah, here it is. Almost 5 o'clock, and it's still 57. Which, depending on where you live, that may not sound that warm. But trust me, after being up in Huntington for a week and a half, 57, I would have gone crazy if it would have been that warm. So I don't know. It's supposed to be 28 tonight. So I don't know what copper's woofing at, but. I'm gonna go see what's up there. I'm gonna upload this, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Camping with Copper. Hey, that's me. Haha.